It has been said that the high level of youth unemployment in the country is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Not surprisingly, the high levels of youth unemployment have been blamed for escalating incidents of crime and insecurity in different parts of the country. The problem has been blamed on lack of employment opportunities and clear youth employment policies in both the private and public sector, despite universities churning out thousands of graduates every year. It is a trend that a member of the National Assembly seeks to reverse through the introduction of an amendment to the Pensions Act 2012. Marakwet East legislator David Bowen is seeking to repeal Section 27 of the Pensions Act to reduce the retirement age of 60 to 55 years.
You can imagine we have thousands of youth outside there, with some of them with master's degrees, and all these guys are unemployed. And on the other side, we have also old people at 60 years. Some of them even they are more than 60 years in the civil service or in the public service.
The bill is ambitious in its solutions to addressing the high rate of youth unemployment by seeking to kick out employees out of the workplace at 55 years to have the government recruit young officers to take up the positions left by the retirees.
A 55 or a 60-year policeman, very sure that he cannot deliver well compared to a policeman of 28 years or 30 years old. So I'm looking it in that line on efficient service delivery.
The proposed retirement plan to pave way for youth employment cuts across all sectors of the public service by proposing to amend relevant sections of the Pensions Act, Parliamentary Service Act, the Judicial Service Commission Act, the National Police Service Act, and the Public Service Superannuation Act. The bill, however, gives lecturers, judges, and doctors exception of retiring at the age of 55.
These are specialist group of individuals. You will find that doctors, even at the age of 60, 70, they still have that strong expertise to give out.
The bill at the same time wants pension to be payable in a lump sum and henceforth as an annuity, and pension be determined by an average of the amount of salaries payable to an employee in their last 3 years of service. The Pensions Amendment Bill also proposes that upon death, pension be paid to the spouse and children who have not attained 24 years, as opposed to the current provisions of the Pensions Act 2012 that vest the responsibility of the pension to the dependents of the deceased.
The Rwanda case, whereby when you retire at the age of at their age set by their constitution or their pension scheme, you are given 30% of your salary, and then that is on 15 years, and on below 15 years you are paid the number of years, say 7 years, multiply by your last or the highest paid salary for the last 3 or 5 months. So still those people are catered for, even if you have worked.
But even as the National Assembly prepares to debate on the Pensions Amendment Bill, the reality of the huge public wage bill deems the ambitious plan, as the government will be required to source money to pay the thousands of retirees pension, despite insistence of lack of funds. The Marakwet East legislator, however, hopes that the bill will sail through to allow the country realize long-term security and economic development.
A family of 7 children, all of them, like 5 of them, they have completed university. And they are jobless. They have depleted all the resources in the family. The family, they have sold everything, all the cows, all the land. These are young people. They have to wait for their father. They have to wait for their parents to retire at the age of 60 now to be employed.
Bowen further hopes that the proposed legislation will reverse the worsening unemployment rates among the growing youthful population. Myron Kanari reporting for the Bill Tracker.